Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm out checking back in, man. Back with a blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe button away, and I appreciate all the support, man. Easy to block Captain versus Charlie clips. So a lot to unpack here, man. It's definitely a lot to unpack. This is not a winner or loser blog. Obviously, Eazy went on 15 Minutes of Fame and admitted that he felt like he lost the battle. Clips was a better man. But, I still got some things I want to talk about with the battle. Do you feel like the battle was 2-1 Clips, or do you feel like it was 3-0 Clips? This was an interesting battle. When Eazy started in round one, I was like, okay, I felt like he was setting Clips up pretty well. He talked about how Clips basically don't be bullshitting in battles. He talked about how, you know what I'm saying, we get paid to rap. You act like you want a 9 to 5, basically saying you taking your abilities for your blessings for granted or whatever. He talked about him choking in freestyle and saying like, yo, when you when you freestyle, it's because you don't have any writtens. When you say stuff like, why are you talking through my rounds? It's because you really are about to choke and you're trying to come up with stuff. He was trying to plant the seed that Clips is probably going to mess up in this battle. But when he messes up in this battle, just know that it's really because he's not prepared. I didn't think that was a bad angle. I thought he was going somewhere with that. From there, he got onto the therapy session. You got people on the couch for you, basically saying you got a lot of people vouching for you in this culture, even when you fuck up. I was fucking with that.
You are lazy as shit. You mean to tell me I gotta write the best product just so you can reverse the shit? I still get credit for these rebuttal niggas? Cause I still get them to work the flip, nigga the block. I ain't give a fuck who I sold to. I was gold digging. My relationship was money. I donated to my plug and told that nigga to go fund me. Nigga, I ain't different from you.
He goes from there to the plug GoFundMe bar, the judgmental bar, the paperclip bar, basically saying you doing all of these hostings and doing all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hold it together. You know, we know you need paper clips. That paperclip bar was nice. And the bar where he said, there was people I looked up to, they got killed in they whip. It was people I look up to who got killed in a car because they were sitting idle, basically saying idle, I look up to you, and idle that you idle in your car. I thought Eazy had a pretty good first round, bro. I was like, okay, I'm fucking with the first round. It was beatable, but I did like his first round. Clips comes back. I got a nigga called the Algorithm who's searching for me. I like the way he opened that bar. Then he goes into this teeth, braces, Applebee's app kind of thing where he was basically saying URL was spoon feeding him. I didn't really know if I agree with that part. I do feel like he took the best competition on URL. You know what I'm saying? He took Goods, he took Calico, he took Averb, he took Chess, and Chess was a good chess. He took Rex. So he was basically trying to say the URL was spoon feeding him people, but I didn't really feel that way. He battled the top competition over there. I like the bar where he said, you lost your hunger, I lost my appetite. Like, we both couldn't work for Uber Eats.
The text get read and I'm the one that sent it. Yeah, nigga, I'm hopping out, bringing terror to every squad, nigga, the gun extended. Leaving you dead in the middle with little A, Remy, I think this was pun intended. With a big gun to preserve the bullets, they gotta sit in a jar. The gun's so big it damn near don't wanna fit in a car. It took me 17 days to figure the Drake out like Kendrick Lamar. Hey, yo,
had a little like Miami scheme where he was like, I get your girl pussy wet and I throw her in an Uber, that's an Ocean Drive. I was feeling like at the end of the first that it was kind of a debatable round. I really wasn't sure who won the first round. But I will admit Clips did get more of the crowd in the first round though. And Clips is the bigger star. Let's just keep it real. As big as Eazy is, as much as he's the algorithm and all this kind of stuff, Clips is still Clips. Clips is still a god tier to a lot of people. He sits up there right around the whole Mook and all them. Clips is on a short list of people that no matter what, people always watch the Clips battle. I feel like Clips, Daylight, Young Ill, Clean Paper, I feel like them four especially are in a group where no matter what they do in this culture, fans will always support them. Fans will always watch their next battle, no matter what. And I just feel that way. I feel like they kind of like the cheat code in battle rap. And a lot of it has to do with just their personality. Clips is super funny. So he does a lot more than Eazy does in a battle. And if you go back to when when Eazy was on his run, winning 12 battles in a row on the app and all this kind of stuff, I was telling you, right, probably one of the only people that could beat him is Clips. And that's because Clips does something Eazy doesn't do. Eazy is very street. He's very direct. He's very writes for you. He's very, like, his whole approach is kind of fire in a battle, but he doesn't have a comedic side to him. and Clips does. And I was like, that's somebody that could probably break up, you know, what Eazy got going on. Is a funny ass Clips mixed with the bars, mixed with the freestyles, add all that up in a gumbo pot. And he does a lot more than Eazy does. And he's more of a fan favorite, I think, than Eazy is. So that was the first round. I kind of felt like, damn, it's kind of a close round. I'm not really sure who won the first. Maybe I need to watch it again. I like what Eazy was saying, especially the second half of Eazy bar. I like the what Clips was saying, except the whole spoon fed on the app shit. I felt like that was kind of a reach. But other than that, I felt like the first round was close. Eazy comes back in the second round.
All jokes aside, I hope you die, nigga. These tears I shed was letters that I wrote to God. If they threaten my spot, it's weed friendly, it's smoke inside. If I threaten your spot, everybody in that bitch get killed. The only thing we keep is hope alive. If you got any...
He was talking about people don't really expect a lot of you. They just want you to have 3 rounds. They don't even expect you to be perfect. I like the way he set that up. He had an interrupt service bar that was kind of cool.
I'm with the fuck shit. We start using revolvers because we don't trust Clips.
He had a little father figure thing, basically saying, I have your dad chalked out. When your son come home, then he can really look up to his father figure. That was kind of a nice bar. He had, you know, the Hope Alive bar was also cool. I felt like his second round might have been a little bit better than his first, but then out of nowhere, he chokes.
Time.
It was kind of an interesting choke because it's like he got a reaction, and then as you're waiting on the crowd to kind of calm down so you can get back into your bar, he chokes. And we see that a lot. You got the kind of chokes where niggas just don't know they shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they just not prepared and they were stumbling, and then they were bound to choke. And then you got people where the reaction of a crowd can be so long. Some people need to kind of keep going. They got their shit in their head. They kind of going through their bars, and they're like, okay. I felt like with him, he got a reaction. He lost his place. He couldn't get that shit back. And he didn't even really try to get it back. That nigga, he pondered around a little bit, and he was like, time. You know what I'm saying? He basically just gave up the round super quick, which was, it was surprising that he gave up the round. So, like, he gave up the round real quick, bro. Like that was kind of surprising to me. But this the interesting thing. Clip's second round, I felt like was just okay. He had the Muslim Poppy kind of still going with the you lost everybody angle. You know, what happened to your, Muslim Poppy, whatever. You didn't even want to pay him $150 or some shit like that. You only paid him $125. I would have gave him the other $25, and that would have been $150 at that.
What happened with you and Muslim Poppy? See, that situation kind of stuck with me. You gave your right-hand man $125 to watch the door. Nigga, it would have been up with me. You're not a real boss. You don't pay your workers. And that's the reason why you can never fuck with me. I would have gave you the $125 with an extra 25 on top. Now, that's $150. You, what you on, drugs? I see you with your ace. I mean, you and your niggas straight be tripping. All you do is argue in Twitter. Oh, who the best nigga? Who the best nigga? For your king coffin, nigga, and trust me, the space is different. You be arguing.
He talked about him being in spaces and like the space angle. Like, yeah, you think you popping in spaces or whatever. I felt like his second round wasn't super crazy, but he automatically won because Eazy had choked. The interesting thing about this, bro, is that had Eazy not have choked in this round, you might have been thinking, okay, Eazy won the second, but he chokes in the second, loses the second round. He lost a lot of momentum, man. And in the third round, it was just another round he wasn't going to beat. It's just that it's that rim angle.
Nigga, you was gossiping like a bitch on the phone. I don't really care if you try to hit it, bro. My thing is that's a married woman. You should have kept it on the low. Why explain if you did it, though? But honestly, I think you was fucking with her before, Pat. And pardon me if this sounds silly, though, but I think this is a nigga that was giving you head in the whip in the lean back video.
Clips came with that rim angle, and that's just going to be something that really haunts Eazy for a while. Everybody won't be able to execute it, but Clips is very clever. Someone like Big K is very clever. Someone like Ill Will is very clever. someone like, there's a few people in this culture that is very clever on how they write stuff that they can probably still remix a rim pap easy round and make it sound good. Other people, they gonna force it. It ain't gonna sound right. All this kind of stuff. So that's why when he wins the third round, after winning the second round, now you go back to the first round and you like, yo, that was the closest round, but you probably end up giving that to Clips too. And he went second, and he was the second person to go in the first round. So you remember that more. And that's why people be like, yo, I got Clips 3-0. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy thing about this battle was that choke in the second round really fucked him up. And Clips just took off from there. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Clips had a good battle. There's a lot of people saying that Clips is back. I won't go that far. I want to see more of Clips giving you what he gave you, 3 good rounds. And I felt like you could tell from the interview that he was like, he felt like his career in battle rap might have been over if he didn't show up in this battle. And it's good to hear that, bro. It's a lot of things that I took from this battle that I actually liked that was said. First of all, it was real hard for me to watch Eazy talk about, like, admit that he lost on Cam. And it wasn't just that he lost. Like, niggas lose every day, B. It's like, that's not even it. It's just the fact that you could tell, like, we watch a lot of interviews, bro. Hip Hop is Real, 15 Minutes of Fame. They catch up with a lot of people. We hear a lot of people talk about battles. Oh, I think he got this. I think he got this. I think I might have lost. I think he got this. A lot of people, bro, them niggas be acting like they don't really give a shit. When I looked at that Eazy 15 Minutes of Fame interview, I could just tell that it was a lot bothering him. And, you know, 3 Letterman already put it out there that he lost his mom recently and all this kind of stuff. So I'm not saying that's an excuse for why he lost the battle. I'm not even sure I would have been battling under them circumstances. I don't know how long it's been since he lost his mom. I don't know a lot about that situation, but he definitely did lose his mom. So RIP to that situation, and I wish him the best mentally and all that kind of stuff. Watching the interview, bro, you can tell, like, yo, it bothered him to lose a battle.
Eazy the Block Captain versus Charlie Clips.
I ain't gonna lie, he beat me.
He
Beat me.
You want me to edit this out?
Oh, I'm saying 2-1. Me personally, I'm gonna say 2-1. It could be clear. I ain't gonna say clear. I'd like, cause the third, I'm like, all right. And then he did that angle at the end. I'm like, cause you can tell as a battle rapper, like, you be like, all right, it's right there, it's right there.
Right.
And then he hit that angle with Remy at the end. I think that, I said,
And I never see that with other niggas, bro. When other niggas lose, you know, just went through the whole thing with Clips and no showing the Jag battle and no showing one of the Chef Trez on Bullpen and all this kind of stuff. And we get no explanation. We get no anything. I felt like watching that, it really hurt him. You could tell even when he was explaining the third round, like, yeah, man, I thought maybe, you know, I had this in the third. And then he went with the angle. And it was like, like he just knew, like, yo, no matter what I did, I wasn't going to be able to beat that, especially when he went there in the third. I wasn't going to even be able to argue the other rounds anymore. And just seeing him even look like he cared that much, bro. I don't even be seeing niggas care in this culture. I do not see niggas care about losing no fucking battles, man, except a few people. Murder Mooka, nigga that'll argue to the ground about a loss. And other niggas, bro, take their lunch pail, go the fuck home, be like, yo, at least I still got paid, and they don't even be tripping. It seemed like it hurt the fuck out of Eazy to say he lost that battle and to lose in general. And I kind of like seeing that shit. Even Clips saying, what did Clips say? Clips said, yo, I felt like my career could have been over if I wouldn't have done what I did, if I wouldn't have went in there and clearly be Eazy. I needed to hear that from Clips. I needed to hear that, yo, when niggas is on your ass about your performance, you actually hearing the noise. Now I need to see more Clips, because Clips done told us this stuff before, like, I'm back, I'm this, and he still, now I don't know if Clips will ever be back, because he just got so much going on, making money outside of battle rap, stuff like that. And I don't know if he's gonna always have the hunger he did when he was giving X Factor a 20-minute round. But I like the fact that the way the battle panned out, I like the fact that it bothered them niggas. So you know what I'm saying? And this is my last take on this battle, bro. Because you could probably just say that Clips won the battle 3-0 because the first round is probably debatable, but Clips did have a good first, so you could even say he won that round, to be real with you. But 2-1 or 3-0 is definitely a clear loss. But Think about this. When he was on URL, niggas wasn't beating him, right? He was with gun titles. He was doing his thing. He was kind of like his business wasn't out there. A lot of people. He ran into that Pap situation and it became an angle and it got out there. And for a while, nobody really knew what happened, but some people behind the scenes knew the truth, but other people didn't. And then Henny Man leaked the audio and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And then Eazy just tried to lie. And I'm not super mad at the lie because I know he was trying to protect the whole situation and protect the trenches and the Chrome situation and in the business. And one reason why the bloggers were so into it was we trying to figure out if Eazy is going to even still be at a battle on Chrome. Was Ram gonna pack that shit up? Was Ram gonna pack that shit up, get back with Pap and say, fuck Eazy in the trenches? We didn't really know. We trying to figure out, is Eazy gonna have to crawl his ass back to URL or not? That was the thought process through this whole thing. In 1 year, bro, he got the Pap situation, the Hurricane Do angle. Niggas still try to bring up that he beat up Do and all this kind of stuff. So you got the Do angle or whatever that people try to rehash. You got everybody he fell out with, the Battle Academy niggas, Muslim Poppy, Rosenberg Raw, Tay-Rock, leaving gun titles, leaving URL. In 1 year, bro, from the Hitman battle to exactly 1 calendar year later, look at all the angles he created. He really created a blueprint to beat him. It's almost like niggas wasn't beating him. And then look at everything Clips said. Look at his angles. If you go through Clips rounds, the Teeth Applebee's app scheme is all centered around you left URL. Follow that up. You even smack when you chew.
See, biting the hand that fucking feeds you, that's why your teeth was damn near cracking in two. You even bit the nigga that created URL, and that's why you gotta smack when you chew. Enough is
his third round about Rim. Geechee third round, all of the disasters round, all of this round about the Pap stuff. In 1 year, bro, he created all of these angles. And in 1 year, people have just used these angles against him to win battles. And I don't really know if he wouldn't have created these angles. I don't know what they would have been saying if he would have just been on URL and just kept winning on the app. What angle would you have been saying if he was just still been beating niggas and still been gun titles? But leaving all of that, now they trying to act like he a Spaces dude. That was one of Clip's angles too. Like, yo, you always be in the Spaces. And that was another thing he wasn't doing before he linked up with Verb. He was never really in Spaces before with Surf and all them. And it's just like all of these different things, he created a blueprint to beat him. And he's going to keep going against top competition. And the more well-rounded people he battled will figure out ways to use his issues against him. Until the culture decides that we don't want to hear these issues no more. Like, we're tired of hearing about Pap Rim and him leaving URL. Until then, people will be able to get away with it. And Clips is clever enough to write good ass shit that can fuck Eazy up. That whole teeth braces thing, and then finishing up with like, yeah, you know, you left URL. That's why you smack when you chew. That's like a clever way to just be like, you left URL. It's a clever way to tie up the whole two scheme. And Clips is well-rounded enough to do that. That's why I tell them, don't battle Big K and some of these other niggas. They gonna be able to work them angles against you.
Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, bias.